should not care what people think, because at the end of the day, if you love what you're putting out, you will love what you're doing, you're having fun doing it, you're finding purpose in what you're putting out, and you're helping people, what does it matter? If you can go back and say, I love this, I'm having fun, I'm helping people, literally, who cares about anybody's opinion about it? Just get out there and do it. I was talking to a buddy yesterday about how he is worried that he is not ready, or he doesn't have enough ideas, or he doesn't have all of the correct equipment, or I think he had also talked about like software on his phone, Instagram account set up, YouTube account set up, and that's why he was not yet pursuing this creative endeavor that he was talking about, right? And I got to thinking, when I started asking questions about kind of like, oh, well, you know, what is it exactly that you're waiting for? Like, are you waiting for just all of the cards to be laid out in front of you to then start this thing, or are you do you have a certain date in mind that everything will be ready? Because I don't know if that's ever going to happen. And the conversation kind of went back and forth a little bit, and my buddy had eventually just kind of gotten to the point of like, when I started diving into asking him questions about kind of why he was procrastinating. In my head, he's procrastinating, right? In his head, he was preparing. He was getting everything ready so that everything worked out perfectly when he actually did start. And you know, after I got done with that conversation, I was talking to him about that. I was kind of reflecting on why this is such a common thing with people, and you know, I think a lot of it is just fear-based, right? And there is just a lot of perfectionism veiled in this idea of I'm just preparing myself to be able to, you know, I'm preparing to be able to put out this perfect, great piece of content, right? And honestly, I think it's I truly do think that it's such BS. I think that it's just another way for you to convince yourself not to do the thing that might be a little bit uncomfortable. And you know, I think that action tends to be the best solution to getting out of our own way. And if you just continue to just do something, just start posting one thing, whether it be like, you know, creating content like on Instagram, or creating like YouTube videos, or starting that business, like doing anything that really is like on the creative side. Like, it doesn't even have to be on the creative side, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could just be like, I see a lot of this in the coaching space. I do some men's coaching and some different like fitness coaching around like the health and wellness space. And a lot of what I see in that area too is a lot of the same wants of like, oh, well, I want to lose weight. I want to I want to put on muscle. I want to do a bodybuilding show. I want to lose 50 pounds. And then we start having these conversations about like, okay, well, like, are you coming to me for coaching services, and are we going to lock in together? Are we going to come to this agreement for a set period of time, and I'm going to help coach you through these steps? Or are we just talking about, your desire to want to do something, right? And the guys that tend to come to me for the coaching stuff, they do tend to lock in more, obviously, because I think they've gotten to a point where they realize, hey, I don't know the solution. Maybe let's try and reach out to an outside source, right, which tends to be a coach or something like that. The guys that I end up talking to a lot that are talking about like all these wants and desires that they have, these goals that they have for their future, when I start to then push back and kind of ask questions about what they're doing to actually like take a very small step forward, turns out there's not a lot most of the time. And a lot of some of the coaching stuff that I do is the basic framework that I start off in the beginning with people is how do we implement very small steps that are not going to disrupt your life and cause this massive change that is going to just like completely change your daily routine, your weekly routines, and just going to be it's going to be unsustainable over the long period of time, right? That's why I like to just start with 3 days a week in the gym for guys, and go from there. I think that if you implement some sort of like 5 to 6 workouts a week, or even 4 workouts a week is a lot, that's what, like, I don't know, 85% of your work week if you're doing 4 days a week, if you look at it like that, like it's Monday through Thursday. So yeah, it ends up being too much for people, and I don't think that it's sustainable over the long period. But yeah, just one of those things that I had the conversation with a buddy, and just start doing something. Take that first step, take that, put out that first piece of content, make that first post, make that first YouTube video, start off with shorts and then move to long form. Start that first business, make that first product, put that first product out, start marketing that thing. Just do something. Just take like one small step a day towards something can lead to like so much change over a long period of time. Like, if we looked at it on a monthly basis, right? If we were just doing one very small thing a day, and then we go back at the end of the month and look at what we've done, you're going to have a list of 30 things that you've done. And that's 30 things that you didn't do the month prior. That's crazy when you think about it like that. So, yeah, I think if we start off with something small, that can really be the thing that creates a massive change in our life and can really fight procrastination. And don't disguise preparing as like don't put it that way. Don't tell yourself that you're preparing when in reality it's just inaction. Because I think a lot of the times when I talk to people, I hear, oh, I'm preparing, and in reality it's just procrastination. So don't lie to yourself and do that. If you're scared, or if there's fear based about what people are going to think of you, who cares what people are going to think of you? You're going to have all kinds of people that are going to tell you you're an idiot, that are going to tell you this is dumb, that are going to tell you that you should not do this, and that this is a stupid idea, and are going to feel embarrassed for you. And then there's going to be all kinds of people that are going to be like, this is a great idea. I actually like what you're doing. I'm on board with this. Hey, I can relate to this. Hey, I love what you're doing. And you know, that might be a random person. That might be a lifelong friend. It might be a family member. You have no idea, but I guarantee you that all three of those people, family, friends, and random strangers, are going to be on both sides of that spectrum, saying that this is a dumb idea, but also saying that this is fantastic. Not supporting you and feeling embarrassed for you. That same person is going to be on both. Is going to be either like a family member, a friend, or a stranger, and those three people are going to be all on the same side, all on both sides, feeling and saying completely different things. Yet again, who cares what anybody thinks? Who cares? You should not care what people think. Because at the end of the day, if you love what you're putting out, you will love what you're doing, you're having fun doing it, you're finding purpose in what you're putting out, and you're helping people, what does it matter? What does anybody's opinion matter on that? If you can go back and say, I love this, I'm having fun, I'm helping people, literally, who cares about anybody's opinion about it? Just get out there and do it. Just start. And I promise that will be the best learning experience that you can have. So anyway, we have what do we have today? It's either a shoulder work. I think it's a shoulder workout. Could be a leg workout. I'm not sure. I recorded it last night, so I'm going to be dropping that after this. But yeah, it was a good workout. Went with a more baggier fit, kind of old school, old golden era, Gold's Gym vibe. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So anyway, guys, thank you. Don't forget to enter into the Wolfpack backpack giveaway. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.
If you know, you know this is the best Tricep handle that you can use. I didn't know they had it here until I found Triceps.